Hello and welcome to the Pleasure Academy. In today's video, we're diving into an eye-opening topic, the 12 common mistakes men often make during intimacy. Stay tuned because understanding these points can completely transform your connection and satisfaction. 1. Skipping foreplay. One of the biggest mistakes men make during intimacy is rushing directly into intercourse and skipping foreplay. Intimacy isn't just about the final act. It's about building anticipation, comfort, and emotional closeness. Women, in particular, often need more time to feel physically and emotionally ready. By neglecting foreplay, men risk leaving their partner unsatisfied or disconnected. Foreplay includes kissing, gentle touches, playful conversations, and exploring what your partner enjoys. Think of it as setting the stage for a deeper, more fulfilling experience. When men overlook this step, intimacy feels mechanical rather than meaningful. Instead, slow down, enjoy the process, and focus on giving as much as receiving. Foreplay is not optional. It's a vital part of intimacy that can make the entire experience more pleasurable and memorable for both partners. 2. Being too goal-oriented. Another common mistake men make is treating intimacy like a race to orgasm. When the focus becomes reaching the finish line, the journey loses its magic. Intimacy should not be performance-driven. It should be about shared enjoyment, closeness, and exploration. Many men forget that their partner's pleasure is just as important, if not more so, than their own. Being too goal-oriented creates pressure, reduces spontaneity, and can even cause performance anxiety. Instead of obsessing over climax, shift the focus to the moment. The touch, the connection, the emotions. Ask yourself, am I present right now or just trying to get it over with? By valuing the entire experience rather than the outcome, you'll create more satisfying and balanced intimacy for both of you. Remember, intimacy is about connection, not competition. 3. Ignoring partners' cues. Communication isn't always verbal. During intimacy, partners give countless nonverbal signals through body language, breathing, and subtle reactions. One of the biggest mistakes men make is ignoring or missing these cues. For example, if your partner tenses up, becomes silent, or pulls away slightly, it could mean discomfort or lack of enjoyment. On the other hand, leaning in, sighing, or relaxed movements usually indicate pleasure and comfort. Ignoring these signals can create distance or even cause emotional harm. Paying attention shows respect and care, making your partner feel safe and valued. The best way to improve is by slowing down and observing. Notice how your partner reacts to different touches or actions. Combine this with gentle verbal check-ins like, "Does this feel good?" When men learn to read and respond to cues, intimacy becomes more satisfying and truly mutual. 4. Lack of communication. Silence may feel natural, but lack of communication during intimacy is a mistake that can lead to misunderstandings. Many men assume they know exactly what their partner wants without asking. But the truth is, every person is different, preferences vary, and they can even change over time. Avoiding conversations about likes, dislikes, and fantasies can result in a one-sided or repetitive experience. Communication doesn't have to ruin the mood. In fact, it can enhance it. A playful "do you like this?" or "tell me what feels best" can make your partner feel heard and included. Beyond the act itself, open conversations outside the bedroom are equally important. Discuss boundaries, desires, and comfort levels honestly. When men embrace communication, intimacy grows stronger, safer, and more fulfilling. Remember, great intimacy is built on trust, and trust thrives through communication. 5. Being too rough or rushed. A common mistake men make is being too rough or rushing through the process. Movies and stereotypes often glamorize fast, forceful intimacy, but in reality, most partners prefer gentleness, variety, and attentiveness. Going too hard too quickly can cause discomfort, pain, or even emotional disconnect. Intimacy isn't a sprint, it's closer to a dance where both partners move together in rhythm. Start slow, build intensity gradually, and pay attention to feedback. Remember, speed and strength don't equal passion. Instead, focus on creating an emotional bond while exploring physical pleasure. Sensual touches, slow kisses, and gradual escalation often heighten arousal far more than rushing. By being patient and controlled, men show that they care about their partner's comfort and experience, not just their own satisfaction. Gentle passion is far more powerful than reckless intensity, and it creates intimacy that lasts. 6. Repetition without variation. Another mistake men often make is sticking to the same routine every time. While familiarity can feel comfortable, doing the same moves repeatedly can quickly become predictable and even boring. Intimacy should be dynamic, not monotonous. Variety is what keeps the spark alive. Whether it's changing the pace, trying different touches, or exploring new ways of expressing closeness. This doesn't mean you have to reinvent intimacy every time, but small changes can make a big difference. For example, varying the setting, experimenting with different types of foreplay, or introducing light surprises can reignite excitement. When men rely on repetition, they miss the opportunity to deepen the connection and discover new levels of pleasure with their partner. Remember, intimacy is not a routine to complete. It's an adventure to explore together. Keep it fresh, playful, and open to discovery. 7. Neglecting emotional connection. Intimacy is not just a physical act. It's deeply emotional too. One of the mistakes men often make is treating intimacy like a purely physical transaction, ignoring the emotional bond. True satisfaction comes when both body and heart are engaged. If men forget to express affection, care, and tenderness, their partner may feel used or disconnected, even if the physical side is enjoyable. Simple gestures like eye contact, holding hands, or whispering something loving can strengthen the emotional bond during the experience. Emotional intimacy builds trust and closeness, which in turn makes physical intimacy more meaningful and pleasurable. Remember, intimacy isn't about performance. It's about creating a safe, loving space where both partners feel valued. When men combine emotional presence with physical connection, the results are far more powerful, leaving both partners feeling fulfilled, respected, and deeply connected. 8. Overconfidence and assumptions. Confidence is attractive, but overconfidence during intimacy can be a major mistake. Many men assume they already know everything about pleasing their partner, often relying on what worked in the past or what they've seen in media. But every partner is unique, and assuming rather than asking can create frustration. Overconfidence sometimes leads men to ignore feedback or miss opportunities to learn new ways of connecting. Intimacy should be a journey of exploration, not a demonstration of expertise. The best approach is curiosity, asking, listening, and adapting. A simple "do you like this?" or "what would you enjoy more?" can open the door to deeper satisfaction. By letting go of assumptions and showing willingness to learn, men show humility and care. That vulnerability builds trust and leads to a more genuine and enjoyable connection for both partners. 9. Poor hygiene. One often overlooked mistake men make is neglecting hygiene before intimacy. Cleanliness may seem like a small detail, but it has a huge impact on the experience. Bad breath, body odor, untrimmed nails, or lack of grooming can instantly break the mood and make a partner feel uncomfortable. Hygiene isn't just about appearances, it's about respect. Taking time to shower, brush your teeth, and stay well-groomed shows care for yourself and consideration for your partner. It also creates an inviting, comfortable environment where both can relax and enjoy the moment. Remember, intimacy involves closeness, and no one wants to feel distracted by hygiene issues. By prioritizing cleanliness, men signal thoughtfulness and maturity, making the experience smoother and more enjoyable. Good hygiene is the foundation for attraction and comfort. It shows you're ready to share yourself in the best way possible. 10. Being too silent or mechanical. Another mistake men often make is being too silent, stiff, or mechanical during intimacy. When there's no expression, no sound, and no emotion, the moment can feel more like a task than a shared experience. Intimacy should be alive, expressive, and filled with genuine reactions. Simple verbal affirmations like, "That feels amazing," or soft moans can encourage your partner and enhance the emotional connection. Even gentle laughter or playful words can add warmth and relaxation. The goal is not to act, but to let natural feelings show. When men stay completely silent, their partner may feel unsure if they're enjoying it or emotionally present. On the other hand, honest expressions of pleasure reassure your partner and make the moment more engaging. Remember, intimacy is about connection, not just the act itself, but the feelings and energy you share together. 11. Ignoring aftercare. Intimacy doesn't end the moment intercourse is over. One of the biggest mistakes men make is neglecting aftercare, the emotional and physical bonding that follows. Rolling over and falling asleep or becoming distant can leave a partner feeling unappreciated or used. Aftercare is about closeness, comfort, and reassurance. Simple actions like cuddling, holding hands, talking softly, or even sharing a laugh can reinforce the bond created during intimacy. It shows that you care about your partner's emotions, not just physical release. Aftercare also helps both partners feel secure and loved, strengthening the relationship in the long run. Men who embrace aftercare build deeper trust and create a safe emotional space for their partner. Remember, intimacy is more than a moment, it's an experience that lingers, and aftercare is what makes that experience complete and meaningful. 12. Comparing or rushing the experience. The final mistake men often make is comparing their partner to past experiences or rushing through intimacy as though it's a chore. Comparisons are deeply damaging. They create insecurity and can hurt a partner's self-esteem. Every relationship is unique, and intimacy should never feel like a competition with someone else. Likewise, rushing through the act shows lack of presence and emotional connection. Intimacy is about savoring the moment, not racing to the end. Instead of rushing, slow down and enjoy each stage, whether it's the conversation, the laughter, or the physical closeness. Being fully present is the most powerful way to make your partner feel special. When men stop comparing and stop rushing, they discover the true beauty of intimacy. A shared journey that deepens love, builds trust, and creates unforgettable moments together. To sum it up, intimacy is far more than just a physical act. It's about connection, communication, and care. Men often make mistakes like skipping foreplay, focusing only on the goal, or neglecting emotional presence. But the good news is that all of these can be improved. By slowing down, listening, and showing genuine attention, men can turn intimacy into a powerful bond that strengthens their relationship. Remember, every partner is unique, and real satisfaction comes from shared exploration and respect. When men prioritize both their partner's pleasure and emotions, intimacy becomes truly fulfilling and deeply meaningful for both. Thanks for watching the Pleasure Academy. If you found these insights valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more relationship and intimacy tips. Stay connected, stay thoughtful, and remember, real pleasure begins with understanding and respect.